And here we are. This is Rob Perez from XCritic.com, and this beautiful, sultry, voluptuous woman in front of the camera is one of my absolute favorites. This is Courtney Trouble. Hi, Courtney.
Hi.
Courtney, it's great finally, even though we actually did meet for a few seconds before, this is actually really the first time we're meeting.
Yeah.
And we're here in your hotel at the Hard Rock. And
Naked lady is walking off camera.
yeah, I just saw that.
I'm surrounded by naked ladies constantly.
I avoided shooting her because we're not shooting porn. That's your job.
That's my job.
How long have you been shooting porn, actually?
I have been shooting and performing in porn for like 10, 11 years now.
10, 11 years,
yeah,
okay.
I started when I was 18. So.
18 years old. What was the business like then? It was mostly web stuff you did in the beginning.
Yeah, I started a website and I did photos mostly. I didn't start doing film until 2005 or 2006. So, yeah, the first couple of years it was just photos and photos of me, photos of my friends. The website then was called NoFo, but I changed it to indiepornrevolution.com. So that one's been around since the beginning, and it's still alive and it's thriving, and it still has photos, but it also has a lot of video content now, and that's been the big change as far as like indie porn, DIY porn, alt porn goes, is that there's been a big transition between from photos to videos, and I love photos,
right?
But that's the biggest change, I think.
You mentioned alt porn. Now, what you do is not alt porn. It's queer porn. It's what's like the major difference between alt and queer, if there is really a difference?
Queer porn's kind of gay.
Okay, kind of gay.
So I definitely see. I coined the term queer porn. Indie Porn Revolution's tagline is subversive smut made by ladies, artists, and queers. And people really picked up on the queer thing. And by queers, I mean anybody like lesbian, gay, trans, bisexual, fluid, questioning. Pansexual was a big word in the early 2000s that a lot of people use to describe my porn. But basically what it means is that I have straight content and lesbian content and trans content all in the same site.
Right.
So people who have more varied interests in their porn can kind of get it all in one place. I'm attracted to all of it, I'm attracted to guys, girls, trans people. Like, I've always wanted a porn site where I can just pay one membership fee and kind of poke around and whatever I'm interested in that day. So queer porn really caters to the open-minded and caters to the curious and caters to the adventurous people, I think. I also like to call queer porn as kind of like a subgenre of alt porn that really focuses kind of on lesbian and trans content. So.
And it's really caught on in the last 2-3 years. And now everybody knows what queer porn is. For the longest time, it was like a real underground movement. Even the mainstream porn world did not know what queer porn was. I didn't know what queer porn was, and I knew what your name, Courtney Trouble, but I didn't know what's queer porn. What is that? What's that about? But.
Queer porn definitely, like, the movement started 10 years ago, and it really hasn't been until the last 2 or 3 years that it's really picked up as a genre. And there's a lot of really cool things happening right now with sort of the feminist porn community, and that's also kind of similar to queer porn in a lot of ways. So I think people are really looking for different kinds of porn, new kinds of porn, indie porn that has like really flashy appeal to it. But like, I think customers are really curious about where their porn comes from and who these people are, and they really like talking to porn stars and knowing who they're watching fuck. And queer porn, like alt porn, has always been really supportive of the fan and performer connection,
You consider yourself a feminist, right?
Oh, absolutely consider myself a feminist, totally.
So let's get down to it. You are a nominee for BBW Performer of the Year. First time AVN is honoring BBWs, on their own. They're not being, they're not as a fetish or a niche. This is their own separate award. So what does being nominated for BBW Performer of the Year mean to you, first of all?
you know, being nominated as a performer feels really gratifying and rewarding. Um, Particularly as a plus size performer, but also as a queer performer and somebody who has tattoos and likes to fuck girls. Like, it's really amazing that that my performances have been acknowledged in this way. I'm so off the beaten track. Like, I don't do boy girl in any sense of the traditional word. Like, I don't do any mainstream companies. Like, most of my content that I perform for is largely for my own company, like Lesbian Curves and Hard Femme. And my websites and Queer Porn TV. It's like, so it's just amazing that people are seeing it. And it's amazing that people are watching. And I love to perform. Being in porn is a very personal thing for me, and it's political. You know, I want people to see my body. I want my body type to be normalized and eroticized, and you know, any chance that I can do that is a great opportunity. And I love performing, particularly with girls. I love having sex with girls, and doing it on camera is just kind of like the icing on top of the cake. So yeah, it's amazing to be recognized. I can't believe I got nominated. I feel amazing. Of course,
Yeah.
walking around AVN,
Yeah.
nobody's like, oh, that's a porn star, because that still doesn't connect. So maybe in the next couple of years at the AVN Awards, there can be more plus size visibility. And, you know, I would love to walk around the floor or do signings and have people be like, you're my favorite chubby porn star, and like just have more of us, you know?
Well, yeah, there are plenty of big girls already downstairs. In fact, yesterday I was walking around with a SSBBW. People noticed. I saw skinny girls going up to her and grabbing her tits. That's like, you know, big girls and
Yeah.
your tits. Like,
Yeah.
that's like the thing skinny girls want. When you meet the skinny girls, they just want to grab those tits, you know. And
I
so
like small tits, so I just sort of squeeze right back.
now, let's see who you're friends with, or you know some of the other nominees.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, like April is a
What's-
good friend of yours, right?
Yeah.
And you know some of the other girls. I know you know Kelly and
Betty
you.
Black and Carla. Yeah. I am. I'm doing a bunch of photo shoots with April next week in LA. I'm also doing a scene with Carla, which I bet you're super excited about.
I'm excited about that one.
I'm really excited to perform with Carla Lane. She's a total babe.
Yeah. Yeah. She has a rock hard ass. You know, she let me feel her ass up. It's like rock hard. You know, so just, you know, giving you fair warning. You know, you're really gonna have to slap it like hard before
I'll
she
slap
feels
it
it.
hard, definitely. And April Flores is one of my best friends. You know, I met her at my first AVN 5 years ago, and we just totally fell in love with each other. I don't know how to describe it. She's one of the most important people in the world to me, and actually, I hope she wins.
Okay.
I'll take it next year. I want April to win this year. I think she deserves it. You know, what you said on XCritic and AVN magazine when you were describing the performers was, you said there is plus size porn before April and plus size porn after April, and I really feel that way about her. She totally changed. She changed the landscape for us as BBW performers. The amount of opportunities that we have because April took a chance. It's for real.
She definitely broke down a lot of doors. So we're gonna shut down and we're going to continue on in part 2.
Great.
And we'll be right back.